Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching. My name is Mark and this is My Daddy Diary, episode 13. I cannot believe that I am up to episode 13. This is crazy. Today also marks the official day in which Sophie is now 3 months old. She has been a part of our lives exactly 3 months today, and that is crazy to me. It's gone so fast, as everyone said it would. Enjoy those moments when they're really, really small, because it does fly by, and it really, really has. It's quite funny on the day today, you go, oh God, that was a long day. Or she's been up and she's been doing whatever. And then looking back on it now, it's just gone. The time has just absolutely flown by. And then over the weekend I was going through all of her clothes. Obviously I'd already got rid of a lot of the really small newborn stuff, and I was starting to bag up the 0 to 3 stuff and get out of the drawers the 3 to 6 stuff that she hasn't yet worn, and looking at it realising just how big the 3 to 6 month stuff is. She is no longer that tiny little baby anymore, and there is an element of sadness about that already. I'm like, oh, she's growing up so fast. At the weekend we moved her out, we've been putting the Moses basket into the cot, and then obviously sleeping in the room with her. She's getting to the point she's just too big for the Moses basket, because she can't move without punching the sides or kicking the bottom of it. So we made the decision to take her out of that and still just keep her in the cot, which now, so she's this little thing in this big cot, and I don't know, just because it's like, oh, that's the Moses basket done. She's grown up that little bit more, and it was just really sad. I keep getting really sad about things, and I was getting out the clothes for the 3 to 6 months period, and looking at them going, but they're huge. She's not allowed to be that big yet. I want her to stay small for a little bit longer. Can I keep her tiny for a little bit longer? And obviously I can't. So that's been kind of a lot this week. I've kind of realised just how much and how quickly she's grown. I took her to the children's centre last week for a weigh-in, and she was £13.7. So she was absolutely spot on that line of where she needs to be. And so the health visitors that are there commented on how we're obviously doing everything we can correctly in terms of getting her feed right, making sure that she's putting on weight and so on. So they're very happy, and so just getting that reminder from a professional kind of helps give that bit more confidence, because we all have it. We all have those days, and I was talking to Lisa about this yesterday. You all have those days where people will say, oh, you're doing such a good job as a parent, you're really doing a good job. And people have said that to me, and that's not me being pig-headed or anything like that. People have said, oh, you're doing a great job as a dad, and people in the comments and stuff, and it's lovely to hear. There are days when I really don't feel like it. I know that Mark feels the same, but like I said, I was talking about it with Lisa yesterday, and I think it's just a common thing. I'm assuming that every single parent out there has days where you feel like you are the worst parent ever and that you are absolutely failing. Obviously, I might be wrong. It might just be a few people that feel it, and that most people are like, yeah, I got this. I'm cool. I know what I'm doing. And that's great. If you feel that, more power to you. I do have times when I feel like a complete failure. So as well as getting the comments from people saying you're doing such a great job, that's absolutely lovely. But when you get it from a professional who is kind of trained to look out for these things, it's nice, and it does help bolster some of that confidence and just keep you going and think, no, I'm doing this right, I've got this. On Saturday, myself, Dadamar and Sophie went Christmas shopping over in Chelmsford. We did take Nanny along as well. We managed to get quite a few nice bits actually for Sophie. I will note that it was quite limited what was available, because obviously a 3-month-old can only do so much. So it was quite limited, but there was a side of me that's actually grateful for that, because we saw so many lovely things, and the reason we didn't buy them was because they were for a much older age group. Had they been available for Sophie, we would have bought them. We would have spent an absolute fortune, especially because it's her first Christmas. We probably would have gone nuts. So I'm kind of grateful that the number of toys that we could get was quite limited, because it meant then that we didn't sort of go over the top and get carried away. We'll save that for another year, because it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen as soon as I get let loose in a Disney store when she's old enough to have all the different princess toys. You just know it's going to happen. You'll be tuning in about 4 years' time to see all the princess toys that I've gone crazy and bought. And I was also thinking about whether or not to wrap the presents, because it seems really wasteful and really daft and actually a complete waste of time to wrap up her presents. We already know what we bought her. She's not going to know what a surprise is yet. And she's not going to unwrap the presents either, so it seems daft for us to unwrap them. Now, that's not to say that family members who might be giving us gifts might wrap them, which I think is lovely, because it'll be a surprise for Mark and myself as well. But for us to give her presents and wrap them just seems a waste. So I've got a big Disney Christmas sack, and it's lovely and red with Mickey on the front, so I'm going to put all of her toys and things that we bought into that, and then just put that under the Christmas tree. So we're going to keep that nice and simple, and then obviously Christmas morning we'll get those out, and hopefully she'll like them. Who knows? Also this week we went down to see Lisa. We actually visited Lisa, Darren and the kids yesterday. Had a great time as always. It's always lovely going to visit them. I wish we could do it more often, and that the travel maybe was better or easier between us, so that they could come and visit here as well more often, because we always have so much fun when we are all together. There's always a lot of laughter and a lot of banter and messing around. And I believe that, well, I know that Lisa was filming yesterday. I will put a link to her channel down below in the description, and then I'll also add in a link for the specific video when she releases that. You may have already noticed that I did a special 3 months Q&A video, which I will link down below, but basically I asked people on YouTube to ask me questions about our first 3 months as parents, and then answered them. So it's nice and simple, and I will link that below so you can go and give that a watch. As always, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and if you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you next time. Bye!